It's okay, Stink. We got it. So, journalist Speedy Morman is leaving his role at Complex to go out on his own and
Mm-hmm.
bet on himself. After
Yes.
10 plus years, he's finally going independent. Now, when you look at a Speedy Morman who has been with Complex, this huge company,
Yeah.
one of the bigger names in media,
Yeah.
particularly in Black media spaces,
Yeah.
but just like in media in general. What do you think about this as an entrepreneur yourself?
Yes, I think this is really dope, and this is kind of the way to go.
Okay.
Meaning, go learn media or go learn whatever on someone else's dime. And now, let's be honest, Speedy's not some slouch. Like, he went to the top journalism school in America,
Mhm.
which is a lot of people don't know. That's Syracuse University.
Mhm.
My best friend growing up, she's an attorney now, but that's what she went to school for,
Okay.
journalism, and she went to Syracuse, and that's how
Okay.
I knew of Speedy before Speedy even became like a Speedy. She was
Mm.
talking about him when he was working at Complex
Got
before
it.
I even started my brand. So I've been knowing of Speedy for a while, seeing his growth, so that is really dope. So he was interning at Complex, and he did that for like 5 or 6 years, and then he didn't go independent, but he went as a contractor. So that's really
Right.
important. So he started contracting, gave him a little more leverage, a little more flexibility. He's not an employee, but he's still a contractor. He might be exclusive to them on certain things. And I think that's what this whole independent announcement is probably about. He's been getting a lot of brand deals. I've been seeing him with a lot of streamers, seeing him doing a lot of big
Yeah.
interviews. He interviewed LeBron James.
Yeah.
So when you interview people like LeBron James, brands start to call.
Mhm.
So what I think happened is his his contract ran out,
Mhm.
and when his contract ran out, he came to the table and probably said, "Hey, y'all are trying to offer me this, but if I just don't do what
Yeah.
y'all doing and go do four different deals that y'all say I can't do,
Right.
I make this.
Plus.
Plus, I get my time back and I
Mhm.
get my intellectual property and I can go do my own thing."
Mhm.
He has his own YouTube channel, all his other things. So
Mhm.
like, I think this is the way to do it. Is go get your go cut your teeth at someone else's company and learn,
Mm.
and then go out and grow. But here I am. I didn't go become a journalist first. I just started my own company. But that's why it's going to take me a little
Yeah.
longer. If Speedy would go out and start his own blog or whatever, I think he'll do a lot. He'll be
Well,
more successful
I
faster.
think the to your point about him, doing it maybe a little more of a traditional way, like he didn't
Yeah.
start out as an entrepreneur, and I
Yeah.
think it's hard. And I said this to you offline, like I love a man with a job.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? I love. Oh my God, it's so sexy, a man with a job. Um,
No
and so
entrepreneurs, huh?
so when he says that he's going independent, at first I was like, oh, this is risky, but also he has a name for himself now.
Yeah.
So he's not just he's kind of has a foundation that he has built
Yeah.
in the last 10 years. Like you said, he's interviewed LeBron James. He's also interviewed Barack Obama.
Yes.
He's also interviewed, some of the top names in like female rap, like Glorilla.
Yes.
Like he has like such a foundation that I do think that he'll be successful
So he's not just
when he launches.
some random dude with a
He's
dollar in a dream. Yeah.
right, and I think that's something to highlight because
Yeah.
Speedy, a little bit about his story if you guys are unfamiliar, because that's my thing. He started interning when he was a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
So he wasn't just like trying to figure it out like after graduation. Like he was interning with Complex as a sophomore in college,
Yeah.
and then he interned at two different places in Complex. He interned with this because he was a big sneakerhead. So
Mhm.
he interned with the sneaker department. They got the shoe line and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And he also, and that's the internship that he got, that he applied for. But once you get your foot in the door, you start.
Yeah, you want to go do all
So
other things. You don't want to just sit around on your computer just fake like you're working, right?
literally, so he started to intern for two places there. I don't even know if they knew, but he interned for the sneaker department, but then he also did the video department as well.
Yeah.
And he introduced himself and he let them know, look, whatever y'all need, I got. He did a little bit of audio there. He did some editing there. He did
Yeah.
some script writing there. He did a lot of, and this is just, guys, this is just the internship.
Yes.
This is on top of going to school. This is on top of like whatever working he did for money. He's doing 2 internships at one time.
Hold on, but the crazy part about him as well is, for people who don't know, like Syracuse is in New York, the state. It's not in New York City.
Yeah.
So he said he was commuting 5.5 hours.
Yes.
Every weekend by Greyhound.
Yes.
Or whatever train. I don't know if it's Greyhound or.
Yeah, I made those connections too, because when you say Syracuse, I'm like, that's kind of out the way.
Yeah, that's not close at all.
To like most of anything.
Yeah.
That's that you want to be at in New York. So to have gone from a 19-year-old, he said he graduated on a Sunday. He started his full-time job at Complex on a Monday.
Yeah.
The very next day, because that's how hard he was grinding.
Yeah.
And so that, knowing that backstory also makes me confident that he will be successful in his career launch.
And then, you know, he's kind of employable. You know what I'm saying?
Very employable.
Like,
if it doesn't work out.
If it don't work out, 6 months in, he's not going to be like homeless. I mean, I'm sure Revolt. I'm sure one of these places that are, you know, media adjacent, or I'm sure Complex will happily
welcome him back
and just say, hey, you tried it on your own, it didn't work out,
come on home.
So I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah. But this is definitely something that we have to put in context, because people see like, oh, he's going independent, oh, he's starting his own thing. Like, yes, after he put in 10 years of work.
It's hard though. It's hard though, because he had a great opportunity and he took advantage of it, and I love that. You know, the intern. You know, like you said, graduated Sunday, Monday I'm at work, no excuses. He could have made all the excuses in the world to 5 hours. Oh, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to, you know, you can make all type of reasons why, you know, commuting on a Greyhound 5.5 hours on a Friday night and then on a Sunday night or a Monday morning is like, no, I'm not doing that. So we also gotta give that mentality.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, a lot of people, even if you have the opportunity that a Speedy or one of these, you might not even have that same mentality, and that might be the thing that hurts you. So knowing that he has that mentality, you don't lose that. It gets sharper. It gets hungry. He got more money now, so maybe he's flying back and forth on a plane now. You know, he's willing to do that 2-3 times a week, so he can have 4 or 5 different jobs and run it up. So I think a lot of times people want to be an entrepreneur and they say corporate is not for me. And this is what I meant by, like, corporate can be for you. Yeah,
in this setting.
But you have to learn how to make corporate work for you, and that's what he did. So I like the path that he took, and if more people took that path, I think more entrepreneurs would be successful. Now, here I am as somebody who did the exact opposite of what he done. And like I said, it's going to take me a little longer because I'm learning on the job. I don't have a director, a boss, somebody who's been in the business 20, 30 years telling me, oh, just do this, buy this type of camera. You don't want to get that type of, get this type of lighting. Like, I didn't have that. He walked into that. So I think it's different paths. But I just want to use his story to encourage more people, because it's a lot of people that is in his position, not mine.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of people that's been working at their place 8 years, 7 years, and thinking like, man, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Don't waste that time that you're in there. Learn, write down. Like, if I was working at Complex, I'm looking at the cameras they doing. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a director? What do you do? Okay, I'm figuring out the software. I'm figuring out, oh, this is how much y'all negotiate for brand deals.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out all of that. So when I launch, I already got a system. Most people just sitting around and they doing just a little bit so they won't get fired.
Just enough, yep.
Just enough, and they're not actually learning. Whatever job you at, should not be just a job. You should be learning.
No, that's experience.
Yes.
That's real world experience. And if you work it right, people will pay for that. If you actually take the time to edify yourself and be not just a professional, but an expert in your field. And that's what I think a lot of people kind of skip out on.
Yeah.
The mastery level information.
Yeah.
And production
Yes.
that is available when you take yourself seriously as a professional.
Yeah, like I had a guy I was trying to hire years ago, and he said, "Okay, you're offering me this position at X per hour, but I can also go work at Amazon for X per hour. So why should I come here?" And I said, "If you're looking at Amazon and working with me as the same,
Right.
we're not even on the same mentality
Mhm.
because the role that you're going to get at Amazon, unless you're trying to go into logistics, unless you're trying to go into product development, something like that. But you
Yeah.
said you're not trying to go in that lane. You're trying to go in this lane that I'm doing. So either you're lying to me or you're lying to yourself. Because Amazon is a great job for someone who wants to work in that field and want to get the mentorship. So it's not that Amazon's bad. It's not that my company is good. It's depending on the person.
Right.
You said you wanted to be in media, so I'm like, this makes perfect sense for you to come work with me, grow the media brand, grow everything XYZ. As we branch out, you're going to be the people in leadership that I'm going to put in position because that's just how it works. If you've been here,
Right.
and that's just how stuff works, right?
Sound like
and I'm like, you're comparing stacking boxes at Amazon to what I'm doing. And like I said, nothing is wrong with Amazon.
Oh.
It's just it's not the Amazon part of it. It's the fact that you're comparing me to a warehouse job. So what you're looking at is just the money, and you're taking away all the knowledge and experience that you would get by working here. So I think that's the part.
Taking yourself as a real professional. That's the issue. Professionalism is sometimes undervalued with certain individuals.
Thank you guys for watching. In order to continue to support independent journalism, I need you to subscribe down to the page below. And if you want the full podcast and more exclusive content, I need you to subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description.